going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we are back here with some predicted most likely 11s for the Border Gavaskar first test match that begins on the February the 9th. So we are like 7 days away. We're essentially a whole damn week away from the first test match. It's the biggest test match series in as long as I can remember. I mean, India has toppled us the last 2 times that they have been on our home soil. And it's time to get some revenge, or at least try, because it's going to be a very difficult task for the Aussies. But hey, if you are new around here, subscribe, leave a like, and make sure you comment down below your predicted 11s, or, you know, what changes you would like to see made to the squad, or what you would have actually liked to see. Would have you preferred to have seen Sarfaraz Khan in the squad? You know, a lot of names like that, so mention them down below. Hey, we're going to jump straight into it. We have got my predicted 11s. We've got the weather reports. We've got a few people that I want to go through in this video, their statistics, and then we've got the weather report, and we've got a pitch report as well. So we are all covered for this entire video. We're going to jump straight into it here. Yeah, first test in Nagpur. I think I just had a mind freeze for some reason. So let's jump into it. Shout out to Inside Sport and the man Nishant Singh for this website. They've got all of the statistics on the pitch and the recent matches that have been played there, all of the good stuff. And let's just talk about it. Let's go through it. The Nagpur surface will start spinning a lot from day one if recent history is any indication. In 2015, all 20 South African wickets were taken by spin. That is genuinely ridiculous. That's kind of scary. While in the most recent game there between India and Sri Lanka 4 years ago, well, 5 years ago now, Ashwin and Jadeja each claimed 8 and 5 wickets respectfully. So, hey, this is what you want to hear as an Australian going into a first test match in India, is that the pitch is expecting to just start spinning from day one. And, yeah, I'm getting, you know what? I am actually getting more scared as an Australian the closer this series gets. Like, a lot of the Australian media and ex-cricketers, they're saying that this is the best opportunity Australia's had in so long, and, you know, they're predicting that maybe we can win. And I'm like, hold your horses, lads. Chill the fuck out. A ball hasn't even been bowled yet. And until a ball's been bowled and we can see what sort of condition the pitch is, we're not really going to know who's going to have the advantage early. Of course, if it's a more spin-friendly from day one, advantage India straight away. But I wouldn't count us out, because we do have some decent spinners, of course, led by the Gaz Lion himself. So, yeah, obviously you learn from that it's expecting to spin. It can house 45,000 spectators, but let's jump into the important statistics here. Hopefully you can see the stats here. Matches played at this ground for international test matches, 6. India have won 4 times out of 6. They lost 1 match. I don't know who that was to. Wait, hold on a minute. So matches won by touring side. Neutral side, never mind. So there's never been a neutral team played there. Matches won by batting first 3 times. Batting second 2 times. Doesn't really fucking matter, to be honest. Unless the pitch is clearly going to do a lot early than you want to bowl. Matches won losing the toss. There's been 1 draw, but this is the stats that I want to get to right here. The highest individual innings at this ground was 253 not out by the great man Hashim Amla out of South Africa in 2010. So look, that was, you know, I mean, that was 13 years ago, so it's not exactly, you know, the most recent stuff that we're going off here. The best bowling innings was, well, the Aussie himself, Jason Krejcir, that's the date, 8 for 215. So the man took 8 wickets, but he also got punished for over 200 runs. So it's going to show, it's going to be a tricky deck to bowl on, at times for pacemen especially. Best bowling in this match, Ashwin in 2015 took 12 for 98. Jesus Christ. Highest innings there was 610 by India. against Sri Lanka in 2017. And the lowest team score there is the Proteas in 2015 with 79. So, early looks at that. I'm actually struggling to kind of get a grasp on it. It kind of seems if you can get set and see through that new ball, obviously once the pitch starts heating up and once it starts opening up a lot more and holes and foot marks come into play by day 2, day 3, it becomes a lot trickier to bat. But I think these first couple days might be really important. Obviously, but they're going to set up the test match for whoever wins or loses going off this. If you do not start well and you lose some early wickets, you're going to crumble into absolutely nothing on these decks, because once the pressure's put on, it's over. And if you're in India and India have you on the ropes, you might as well pack your bags and go home, because they're going to apply the pressure and not stop killing you in the field with the sledging, not even the sledging, just the overall pressure of the players, the crowd, the pitch, obviously. So what we get out of this is, yeah, I mean, look, depending again, how much can you get out of a pitch that hasn't been played on in 5 years or whatever, but look, it's still, domestic cricket has been played there as well, and they're saying the exact same thing. So we go to the weather report now. Weatherman Clarke over here, as it actually is raining at my own house right now, even though it's summer and it's been hot almost every single day. But anyway, we jump into the weather report for Nagpur. 9th. So the 9th is when the first... What the hell happened? Bro, I didn't click on it. I didn't even click on it. What are you talking about? Come on. Man, stop trying to ruin my video, okay? The 9th of February, the test match starts. We're expecting highs of 34, but you can see throughout all of the days, 34, 34, 35, 36, 37 if it goes to the last day. So expect some hot weather. If you're an Aussie, you're expecting a little bit of heat, but hey, we're coming just out of summer here in Australia. So all of the Aussie players are used to the heat. It shouldn't be that much of a factor. Obviously, it can get quite sweltering in India and humid out on the ground, especially when there's no wind coming in. But look, I think that should be okay, because obviously there's been tours in India where the temperature gets to about 540 and you're thinking, oh man, is it worth playing cricket sometimes when you're getting like 4th degree heat stroke out there. But good to see that the conditions are going to be fine. No rain. You can normally rely on India to not rain during a test match, so that's always good. It's not the SCG. All right, now it's time to jump into the 11s. What do you think? I think so too. And here it is. We're just going to start off with the Australia 11. I'm just going to show it to you just like that, because it's not, I don't think there's anything major about the Australian 11. I think everyone's pretty comfortable with where the Aussie 11's going to be as well. So let's go into it. Let's go through it. David Candace Warner, obviously in there. Hopefully he can, record a couple TikTok reels before the game, get himself pumped up. Maybe Usman, it's good to see that he got the visa fixed out and he's actually allowed to go. I had some concerns there that they were just going to say no. But hey, he's allowed. He's good to go. That's all good. Thank goodness for that, because he is our main man at the moment, really, in test match cricket. Marnus Labuschagne. It's going to be the biggest series of his career by a long, long way. He's dominated at home in bouncy, fast conditions. But how's he going to go? We've seen him play in Sri Lanka. We've seen him play in Pakistan, which was a little bit of spin, but mostly flat. So you didn't get a real grasp on Marnus's technique in spinning conditions. But we're going to get a massive look at here from the moment he steps out to the crease. It's going to be game on. And they're going to have lots of plans for Marnus Labuschagne. Obviously, I'm not a cricket guru, so I'm not, in the film room, looking up a bunch of film and all of that, but I'm sure there's plenty of weaknesses that he has towards spin. I mean, I can think of one right now. If you put someone at leg slip, I think you're a good chance to get Marnus Labuschagne out. Same with Steve Smith. You put someone at leg slip, he's a real chance to flick it around. He loves playing that shot. He's someone who moves around the crease, both Marnus and Smith. So if they try and do that a lot and try and, just bump it onto the onside, they might just edge it straight behind, or straight down leg slip and straight down the throat of whoever's at leg slip. So gonna have to be really careful about that, because they get away with it in Australia where it falls short, where you can just flick it around your hip most of the time and it'll fly away, down to down to the boundary, or down to, go for 4. It's going to be a lot different when it's a lot of spin as well. So, they're going to have to be alert of that. Travis Head, again, look, he's going to be our man. He's going to try and be our Richard Pant, if you will. Obviously, will not keep, but, will be that guy that when the innings is stuck for us and we've just lost a wicket or he's just come to the crease, he's still going to play his natural game in India. So that's going to be a big interesting point for me. He's not renowned for being an amazing player of spin either. So big watch for me. It's a big watch on Travis Head at the moment. I am quite nervous about our batting lineup. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, in Australia, it's dominated. In Pakistan, it was quite solid. But we got a little taste of what we can bring in spinning conditions in Sri Lanka last year. And we did not look all that hot flash at all. So it's going to be a lot tougher and a lot tougher in India on those pitches. So it's going to come down to this middle order and see what they can provide for us. At number 6, though, I have the man Matt Renshaw over Cameron Green. So Cameron Green is fit to play the first test match, but he's not going to bowl. So why would you pick him? It's worthless pick in my opinion. Yes, he's a terrific batsman, but if his finger is still that bad, he can't bowl, then don't bat. So that's how I feel about that. Matty Renshaw is a terrific player of spin. And just on Matt Renshaw, I've got his profile up here so I can just talk about it with you all. So Matt Renshaw, of course, was on the last tour to India, did play, I think it was 3 or 4 test matches in 2017. And look, he was really young at that time, quite inexperienced. He was really raw. Still was known as a great player of spin back then as well, but he's gotten a lot better. And just more experience. So we have a look here against India. In his entire career, he's played them 4 times. I think all of those test matches were in India as well. So take that for granted as well. Take that for notice. 4 matches, 8 innings, 232 runs, high score of 68, an average of 29, 2 half centuries. So look, you look at that, you're not scared, you're not impressed really, but again, he's come a long way. He's got experience in India now. He's been there for 4 test matches. He knows what the conditions are like. He knows what the feeling of stepping out into the arena is going to be like. He's going to know. You get more comfortable the more you do something. And if we have a look here, yeah, in India. So 4 test matches. So every test match against India has been played in India. So he's going to be up against it again. But I have hope. I have some big hope for Matty Renshaw. Massive fan of his is Matt Renshaw. And to be honest, it would have been between Renshaw or Peter Handscomb. But Peter Handscomb is going in with a hip injury, I think. So he misses. And to be honest, I would have almost gone with Handscomb over Renshaw for the first match. So that's, I think gives Renshaw that little bit to prove himself as well. Number 7, Carey. Yep. Agar at a number 8. So I've gone with obviously the extra spinner / all-rounder over an extra paceman. Mitchell Starc not available for the first test match, but, could have gone with Scott Boland if you wanted, I guess. Could have gone with Lance Morris, could have gone with one of those options, but we're going with Ashton Agar. Can bat, can bowl some decent. I mean, he's like a Walmart Jadeja. He's like such a... It's like Jadeja's here, and then Agar's all the way down here, but they're the exact same player. Agar is a terrific fielder, I'll give him that, just like Jadeja. They both bowl the exact same way, the same action. Obviously, Jadeja gets a lot more revs and spin on the ball, and Agar likes to flight his a lot more, but are quite similar. So, kind of just hoping Agar can turn into our Jadeja, which is hoping a lot from someone who's never proved half of that. But Hey, it's always good to have hope, isn't it? Yeah. Cummins, the skipper, Nathan Lyon, and Josh Hoffy Boy Hazelwood round out the 11. Look, again, Cam Green, unlucky, but if you can't bowl, don't play. Todd Murphy, now, he will get an opportunity at some point this series, I hope. I love Toddy Murphy. He's an absolute ripper, this kid. I mean, he's older than me, but I'll still call him a kid. And then you got Sweps in there. Mitchell Stark injured and Green no bowling. So, hey, let me know what you think of that 11. Oh, you fucking joke. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to edit that out. If you're just seeing a little quick edit in the video, I just had to edit because I accidentally revealed India's 11 just then. So I just had to do a quick edit. Anyway, you probably didn't see that. Okay, let's jump into it. India's 11. This is the one that comes with a lot of controversy. This is the one that will come with some questions from the people watching at home here. And look, there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer either. I mean, as long as they're in the squad, they're a chance to get picked. So that's what I'm doing. But then again, I've tried to get as close as to what I think the 11 will be as possible. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's get into it. Let's do the openers. That reveals a good amount, actually. Rohit Sharma, the skipper, yes. KL Rahul, now, he will open with Rohit in the first test. I have no doubt about it that the selectors will 1,000,000% go with Orange Cap Rahul over Shubman Gill opening. Does that leave Shubman Gill in a bit of a middle position? Maybe, but do you want to play Shubman Gill at 5 or 6? Not really, to be honest. I think if you're not opening Gill, you don't play him. But I think you get the flexibility with KL Rahul where you could move him down to 5, but Rohit and KL have proven quite good together opening. And look, the last time Australia toured India, KL Rahul was quite good. So I think that'll give him the edge for that one. Number 3, number 4, it's pretty obvious again. Pujara, Kohli, Junior Wall with the King. Pretty obvious. Pretty obvious there. Let's go to it though. Let's talk about it, everyone. Number 5. What do you think? Surya Kumar Yadav. It looks weird. I'm going to be honest. It looks very weird to pick a test match 11 with Surya Kumar Yadav in it. But I think it feels right. I think so. I hope so. Look, it was between him and Shubman Gill, essentially, with me. You know, Ishan was never really an option, obviously, but I still, just looking at it, eyes to fucking eye right now, I still don't feel all that great with it, to be honest. I would love to pick Gill, but I just don't think Gill will be effective at 5, and I think Surya, obviously, is a terrific player of spin. Especially when it's doing a lot of spin. And I think Surya, at that point of the game, will be given a bit of a freedom role to kind of take it on. But then again, he will still have to play a test innings. But I think it could be a massive wildcard for Team India. Not just this test match, but the damn series. I mean, if they need someone to come in and just try and slog the F out of it, like Bazball style, why not give it a crack? There's no one better in the world right now than the T20 number 1 player in the world than Surya Kumar. So it's probably worth a shot in my opinion. Obviously no Shreyas Iyer, so that's the reason behind that, by the way. Number 6, probably another surprise here. Oh wait, no, never mind. Jadeja, 6, obvious. He's back, he's going to play. Awesome, bat, bowl, legendary all-rounder. Big threat to have back for India. Now, number 7 might raise some eyebrows, but maybe not. Actually, I don't think it will. I think this is quite a common opinion of every Indian fan and just every cricketing fan, to be honest. KS Bharat, what's his name? Connor Shrikar Bharat, I think is his full name. That's a pretty obvious pick, to be honest. I mean, you could just give the gloves to KL, but then do you pick another bowler? Do you, like, what other batsman do you pick? Do you then pick Gill and Surya? Or do you pick Ishan? Like, I don't know, but I think KS deserves his spot. Give him the gloves, let him go out there. I think he'll get picked. I don't think, I mean, who else are you going to pick? I think that's the thing, like, and I have seen everyone's predicted 11s as well, and they all have KS in there too, so I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong with picking him. Let's move on though. Number 8, number 9, And let's just reveal it all, fuck it. Ashwin, number 8, the all-rounder. Obviously, the man has like 6 test tons next to his name. He's one of the best spinners ever. Yeah, obvious. Number 8. Number 9, Axar Patel. We did see the report during the week that Australia are doing a lot of footage and, you know, what do you call it? Working out his bowling. I can't remember the right word that I'm looking for. Like studying Axar Patel's work. Because obviously, the man can spin it both ways. So it's going to be quite tough there. Siraj, I'm giving him the edge as the number 1 seamer in this team. No Bumrah. I think Siraj is the guy to take charge. And then the next two, well, the next guy is Muhammad Shami, who I have. I didn't know if I was going to go with him or Umesh, because I think Unadkat won't be preferred. But hey, if this was my 11, I would pick Siraj and Unadkat, because I think Unadkat, again, can get the ball to go both ways. But then again, so can Shami, so can Umesh. But the ball's not going to be doing a lot except for early. I think they might actually go with Unadkat now that I think about it, because I think if you give Unadkat that new ball, he could actually do some real damage, because he can really get that ball towing away from you, and you can just stick your bat out and you've edged off and you're gone. So, let me know what you guys think of my predicted 11s here. I do have notes here. Yes, Iyer is injured. No Ajinkya Rahane, which I would have had him in the squad. I would have then picked him over Surya. It would have been the easiest pick, but they've decided they want Surya or Gill in that position. So, no Rahane, who has been dominating the Ranji Trophy. So, disappointing for him. And obviously, no Sarfaraz, who, if he was there, I probably would have picked him over Surya as well. So, hey, those are my predicted 11s. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Look, there's a few easy changes that you could make for either team. But again, it's all just speculation, guessing. And at the end of the day, we don't really know. We're not going to know until the teams are there on the day of the match. They toss that coin and they read out the 11s. And hey, that is going to cap it off. Comment down below what you guys are thinking on my 11s. What changes would you make? I'm also going to have a full predictions video on this series. You know, who I think will win, who will score most runs, wickets, all of that. So if you're interested in that, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. I'll see everyone in the next one.